multiply fractions. Fractions can be a numerator over a denominator, or they can be a whole number, like a 1, or a 7, or a 3, or they may even be a mixed number. And a mixed number would be a whole number and a fraction. When you're multiplying fractions, all numbers have to be in numerator-denominator form. Numerator over denominator. If you have a fraction like 1 over 5, that's 1/5. That's already in numerator-denominator form. But if you have a whole number, you have to make it be in this form. Let's use 7. I'm going to write 7. I'm going to write it over 1. 7 is my numerator, 1 is my denominator. In a mixed number like 5 1/3, you have to change that to an improper fraction. Denominator times whole number plus your numerator. That becomes 16. That 16 is now your numerator, and your denominator is going to be the fraction that we used, and that's 3. This now puts each of these numbers in a numerator-denominator form. That's step 1. Step 2 is to take and multiply your numerators. We're going to use 1/5 and 7 over 1. My problem would have looked like this. 1/5 times 7. So I have now 1/5 times 7 over 1. Multiplying numerators, 1 times 7. 7. Multiply my denominator, 5 times 1. 5. Let's make sure we understand. 1 times 7. That's numerator times numerator. Multiply denominator, 5 times 1. Denominator times denominator. We now have something that's called an improper fraction. That numerator is larger than the denominator. So we have to now change that denominator and numerator into a mixed number. Children know denominator at the door, numerator in. By doing this, you're asking, how many times can 5 go into 7? The answer is 1. How many pieces did we use? We used 5. How many pieces are left over? 2. This 2 is going to be written as a fraction. 2 over the divisor, 5. So the answer to our problem, 1/5 times 7, is now 1 2/5. And this answer is in what we call simplest form. All fractions have to be written in simplest form.